Still not right. Okay. Who moved mine? Okay. Anyway, welcome or welcome back. um, let's get a reading. I don't know. It's one of those days. My son just fell back asleep. Woke up super early. We started our day like 6:30. So at this point, I thought I would probably be taking a nap with him, but no, not a thing. So let's see what's going on in the energy spirit. This is the beginning technically of my weekend. So happy Thursday if you're catching this video on a Thursday. I love Thursdays. So yeah, maybe weekend vibes. Okay, spirit, what are weekend vibes? Let's do that. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. Take what aligns, leave what doesn't, as with anything else in life. All right, numbing is in reverse. What are the weekend vibes? Legal. Interesting. Numbing in reverse. Legal. Oh man, that might mean that there is business that needs to be taken care of for somebody this weekend, as opposed to like having a good time. What are the vibes for the weekend? Oh, we got lucky break. Good fortune, good things coming, and a turning point. Nice. Okay. So maybe it'll start off where there's like business or something like that that has to be taken care of, but it could transition into something maybe lighter or less, tense. So maybe there's still things that need to be taken care of. There's work that has to be done. For some, it's just about business, bills, or this could represent work as well. Fulfilling contracts. Maybe you already have prior engagements or someone is expecting something from you. Okay. So you got shit to do. But we also have lucky break, which means there could be like a surprise or some kind of turning point coming into your life. So we'll dig into that. What's the weekend vibes for the collective? Ooh, machismo. All right. It's masculine pride, toxic masculinity. If you know me, you know on my channel I say a little bit of toxicity is sexy, playful, and fun. Okay, it's all about how it's done, and it's all about how deep the toxicity runs. Because toxic is really just a blend of both energies, and that's duality. So, but we'll tap into it and just see. Okay, but this could be like a masculine energy. So maybe my films, you may have some masculines that are thinking about you, or one in particular or something like that. So something could be happening here in this situation. We'll see and tap in. Let's get one more for the weekend energy. We have repo, default on payments, financially incapable, and repossessed assets. All right. So that may have to do with that legal here that we have. Let's kind of itemize the fun over here. This is like business, worried about business. Some people could be in transition. Okay. And then in the center, kind of like boring, but you can change that. But this is like kind of lackadaisical, not numbed, like you're feeling your feelings, but somebody could be like too in their feelings. Okay, so that's kind of stopping the vibes, stopping the fun. And that could also come from things that you've got going on in life, and maybe it's a necessity or a need to focus in on that. But for some of you, you've already done that. So you're kind of like soaking in energy that you don't really have to, and you could kind of come out of that and maybe switch up the tempo or switch up the mood, okay, for the weekend. So there's opportunity to change that. And for others of you, it's just one or the other, okay? But let's go into all three. All right, let's get the business out of the way first. What is repo and legal? I got the Five of Swords on the bottom of this deck. Conflict, battles, fights. So somebody could be going through some kind of legal back and forth with somebody, or some kind of complication that maybe has to do with a contract or something like that. It says a breakthrough, new goals, new direction, moving forward and taking action. So I feel like there's closure to an issue here. Okay, that's good to hear. So it could be that a situation is reaching an end and there is some kind of decision that's being made. Either, yeah, definitely judgment. Now this is judgment in the upright, which makes me feel, especially with the Four of Cups in reverse, with a breakthrough and a new direction. Possibly whatever legal action was like taking place, this could be reversed, or this could be where you were pursuing one way of doing things, but it was difficult and it was causing for, you know, a lot of issues, maybe for you, you know, time, money, okay, stress. So someone could be choosing a new direction, or there is an offer or a decision that's being made for you that's going to help you to work through this easily. A breakthrough. So it'll feel good. It'll feel like a release. It'll be something that you don't want to reject. So I feel like someone is getting some kind of judgment or offer that they do not reject, that they actually are accepting or taking in. So it feels more like a gift, something that they've asked for. Yeah, your inner calling. Also, we have forgiven. So for some of you, this is something that's being forgiven or thrown out. All right. That's really weekend vibes, but I said weekend starts for me on Thursday, so this is kind of like Friday thing. That's nice if somebody is in court and finally you get to get your answer or get your decision on Friday and celebrate for the weekend. That's wonderful news. All right, good for you. Let's see. Tell me about Repo and Lego. This is the Nine of Wands. This has been a battle or a conflict. Something stressful, I feel. So it likely will feel good just to have it come to a closure in the first place. You are going back and forth. Even if this is not like in physical court, this could be an issue that mentally you've been going back and forth with yourself with. You've been second guessing your decisions, you know, battling indecision. So finally, it feels like something that maybe you were fighting too. You were in resistance to it, but the resistance is futile. Something that you were wanting to do or something you're choosing to do is good for you. And I feel like the finality of that is going to set in. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Definitely going back and forth about something or indecisive about something. Somebody's cortisol levels, stress levels are increasing. Okay, watch those drinking habits. I do have numbing in reverse, so that's what I feel too, is if this was a situation that was really causing you like mental and emotional stress, that's about to be let up. So if it was pushing you into any kind of behaviors like self-coping mechanisms that you know you need to let go of, I feel like either you're just doing that because you're making a decision to detach and walk away from it, or the situation is being, you know, stabilized, settled in a way that you don't even need to. You know, if you are having a drink or if you are going out or if you are spending money, it's because you have the option to and because you want to, not because you feel like you need to, or because you're running from something. So yeah, somebody's taking care of business, that's for sure. And that could be freeing you up emotionally. It feels like fun vibes with the Knight of Cups, trying to get into something. Or maybe if all you've been doing is working, that's another thing here. For some of you, it feels like the fun, yeah, the fun is out of your life. Some of you don't even have a love life. The Lover's in reverse. Okay, this is changing. The Tower. Yeah, you like, no, I can't. I'm not about to keep doing this. Okay, so this could be something that has been decided or will be decided by somebody. I feel like a Scorpio, a Leo, a Gemini, a Pisces, or a Cancer is just at their wits' end or something like that. Or they're just kind of like, yeah, no, whatever I'm on or whatever I've been doing, this has to change. Okay, this could be a sudden change to how something is done. What's numbing in reverse? What's numbing in reverse? Yeah, peaceful. Some people could be taking like a break. Maybe you work hard, but you know you had to. You could be a little bit, something in your love life could be unstable here with the Knight of Cups. So this may be your opportunity to take a break. You could be taking a break from lovers, friends, family members, anybody that's trying to get in emotionally, you could be decentering them or taking this opportunity for peace, okay, to get out of your feelings. We have the King of Wands, but you're bringing the energy. Protective, leader, visionary, entrepreneur. Okay, someone's going from one job to another this weekend, okay? But this could be a job that you want to do. Like maybe it's a responsibility, but it's something that's enjoyable to you. So it's not really a job. It's more so like a responsibility. Something that you're choosing to do. It's like being your own boss. Some of you could have like a 9-to-5, or you have a job that you have to show up for, but you also have your own business as well. So maybe that's what you're doing this weekend, or you're a father, a mother, you know, something like that with the King of Wands. So you could be taking the lead in your family here. Knight of Cups, King of Wands. Okay, that could be like, I don't know if that's a date night. I really don't have any other court cards other than the King of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So what's this? Taking responsibility, confession, truth revealed, and turning over a new leaf. Okay, there's a conversation coming forward. A conversation between a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and a fire sign or another Scorpio, a Sagittarius, a Leo, or a Aries. Okay, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. There's a conversation coming towards one of you from a water sign. I feel someone is taking responsibility for something, confessing something, revealing some kind of truth to you in order to turn over a new leaf. So this could bring you to peace, okay? If you were not feeling peaceful, or if you did not, have a good week or have a good weekend, or this is a decision or a situation that has been plaguing you or bothering you. I'm just getting a lot of fire around this King of Wands, irritating, okay? I feel like soothing. This is not numbing a situation. It feels like it's healing a situation. This could even be you, a conversation with self, because I did have Scorpio. So if you're a double, Scorpio, that might just be one person. You're having a conversation with yourself, deep reflection and a deep conversation with self, coming to some kind of conclusion and taking the lead, putting your pants on, okay? Male or female, but you're taking the lead, putting the pants on, and making a decision and standing on it. This is about letting go of self-deception. And for others of you, this is someone who hasn't been totally honest with you. They're owning up to their dishonesty or taking responsibility for something. Some of you have an apology as well, which is going to open things up moving forward. Yeah, fast communication here. Okay, so, I got a lot of Scorpio energy and fire energy, particularly Sagittarius. Yeah, the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the King of Wands, and then I have a lot of Scorpio, the Knight of Cups, and the Death card. Change, transformation again after the Tower was at the bottom of the deck. Someone is stressed out too. This could be someone that you have a child with, or this is someone's mother. The Empress is in reverse though. They're not getting what they want. This feels like someone's taking responsibility for something, standing up to someone and saying no. But what this no is like, putting an end to something, finally putting an end to a cycle. Change, transformation, the ending of a cycle, transition, getting rid of the access, and giving birth to new opportunities. So there's a big movement forward here that I feel is happening with a water sign and a fire sign. Some kind of big momentum. It's been building up to this. Maybe this is just a decision-making process. And like I said, someone is making a judgment call, which kind of puts an end to the confusion. It puts an end to the back and forth. Truth is revealed. Obviously, there's some kind of ego ending here. A changing of roles. Someone else taking responsibility for something, which helps something to move faster or quicker. Everybody doesn't get what they want, but there's someone who's in charge here, so they're kind of like taking the reins, okay? Like I said, someone's putting the pants on. That could be in a family, a relationship, a work dynamic, or whatever, your own life. Other people have been making decisions for you. This could be you making decisions for yourself. All right, let's get to the fun. Lucky break, good fortune, good things coming out. Turning point. What's that? The Temperance. Nice. More Sagittarius. Y'all taking over my table. I just did y'all reading. I just did Sagittarius, Scorpio, the end of the last 6 zodiac signs. Just put you up a reading today. I think the end of it, between yesterday and today. Okay, Temperance. This is peace, harmony. Okay, so maybe it's nothing major happening here, but I feel like somebody's peace or somebody is regaining stability and peace emotionally after a decision-making process, and this is opening the way for something else. So we just talked about that, like an opportunity, a breakthrough, but this could be like a breakthrough to something that is extremely beneficial to you. Good fortune. It feels lucky. Okay, you feel excited, or you feel like this is a gift. Drip. Drip, like, you know, you're receiving something. I cannot believe it's about to rain again today. That's crazy. It's been so rainy. It don't usually rain as much for the fall. It's the spring. All right, what's good fortune, good things coming out, Spirit? 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Yikes. Whatever this is that's happening, it's likely because of the work that you've done yourself, or somebody needs to pat themselves on the back. You may be gifting yourself or treating yourself, taking yourself out, something like that, giving yourself a pat on the back or giving yourself recognition. Someone has not been working with you. Lack of teamwork. There's been trouble in the situation, conflict, poor motivation, lack of commitment. Someone isn't like standing on things. You're having to do a balancing act, or you have been. You're going to be rewarded for that. Whatever you've been accomplishing and taking care of by yourself, somehow this is going to turn into like, I'm so glad I did that, or I'm glad I chose to do it this way. 313 is on the clock. I've been catching that the last 3 readings. 313. That's also about manifesting, and that's like co-manifestation. So, you know, it says lack of teamwork. What is that? Because somebody's working with you, even if this is just like duality. Oh, you got new people working with you, or you're working with individuals you haven't worked with before. You could be turning over a new leaf. Fulfillment, harmony, completion. Someone's getting out of a cycle this weekend. So what you typically do is not what you're going to be doing, or someone has something new, a new opportunity coming through. Could be with, again, a Scorpio, another fire sign, a Leo, a Taurus, an Aquarius possibly, or a Capricorn. You're going to be able to achieve a goal a lot quicker than you would have if you kept working with who you were working with before. That's why we have lucky break, good fortune, good things coming. It's a turning point. You change something. Maybe you switch lanes. Maybe you switch teams. Maybe you change jobs, change your schedule, change your mind. Something, there was some kind of definite change or turning point, a pivot moment. And this, you're going to see how it plays out for you. The World is always a good card to get. The World definitely represents completing a cycle, getting out of a cycle, like where, you know, the same thing kept happening. You just keep getting the same results again and again and again. This also could mean like a win or something like that, celebration. Or someone could have like a birthday or something that you're celebrating. If so, happy birthday, or belated, whatever one. What season are we in? Oh, it's after the 22nd. Is this, it's, oh, Scorpio. That's why I got all this Scorpio in there. Right after that is Sagittarius. Okay. All right, let's see. Tell me about the World. I feel like it's something I'm missing. Weekend vibes for the collective. What do I need to see about the World? The World is another card representing change. In this case, the successful conclusion to one phase of your life, or an experience in the start of another. Definitely. I'm telling you, some of you, this is You could get a job opportunity. Not that you want to start a job on the weekend. If you have your own business, then you probably do. But this feels like a lucky opportunity here where you look up and receive an opportunity that has something to do with material success. That's what it says. Fulfillment and material success are indicated, but so too is a greater spiritual awareness. Okay, so this could definitely be emotionally and physically closing out a cycle. The corn will feel that prior restrictions and limitations are now removed, ushering in a new sense of freedom and peace. And that's why we have the temperance energy. Okay, so some of you, if this was a spiritual breakthrough, then you just went through a dark night of the soul. Some of you could have also been in spiritual imprisonment. Spirit told you to sit the fuck down. Okay, get your act together. You've done that. Okay, so you're feeling healed. You're feeling released. You're not leaning on anything. You're taking accountability. You're being responsible. You are aware, present in your body, taking care of business, being responsible. Okay, so you're going to feel that. You're going to feel that the prior restrictions and limitations, whatever was holding you back before, you're going to feel that return to you. Okay, so you're going to feel free, completion, satisfaction, and enlightenment. Lucky breakthrough. And it feels like lighter energy, which is great because all this week that I've been recording, and that I'm recording this video right now, it has rained already 3 days in a row. So it's been heavy and tense and like emotionally burdened down type of energy. So the fact that someone is releasing that and moving into a better cycle, this feels like a breakthrough, definitely. So you are going to feel that. Even if it hasn't been difficult for you, just know it's about to get better. Okay, you're going to notice the difference when this new energy hits you. The world can sometimes even be likened to the Ten of Cups. Okay, like it's a level up. It's one that you're gonna feel, and likely with the world, it's one you're gonna see, and that could even be in the form of money with Lucky Break. All right, tell me about this masculine. Who needs to know about a masculine? My feelings got a sexy male. Tell me now. Oh, generous too. I told you it does not have to be bad. It does not have to be bad. It could be so bad it's good. Okay, there's somebody. Tell me who. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Possibly someone who wants to spend money. A masculine wants to spend money on you. Be generous with you. This could even be someone like going in on something with you or working with you. I hope y'all not going in on a baby because we got toxic masculinity. But no, like I don't know if it's a partnership that you guys could be doing something together this weekend or spending time together. This could be someone's mate, or maybe this is a date here with the Six of Pentacles. This feels like someone generous, someone who wants to offer you something or bring something into your life. It could be someone giving you vibes too. Let's see though. It says the Six of Pentacles is usually physical. Okay, very physical. Okay, yeah, I told you somebody might go half on the baby. All right, I would be careful with that. Masculine who is ready to pull that wand out and pull that money out too. Who is this? A Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Encouragement. Motivation. Okay, all right, let's see. Six of Cups. Someone you know or someone you've known previously. Six of Cups energy. Okay, it could be more innocent. This could also be someone working with you. It could be someone investing in something that you're already doing here, or someone's giving you an idea or something like that. You could be connecting with someone sexy. Some of you, you have someone that you're working with, and that person, you're attracted to them. They're attracted to you. The Six of Pentacles could be like you guys could go for a date. Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Maybe it's a work date. Okay, you try to play it off like it's not about business, but it is, you know. I mean, you try to play it off like it's not personal, like it's not an attraction, but it feels like it is. It could be under the guise of business. Like I said, for some of you, you're working this weekend. I just had a question. Oh no, this is a date. I don't care. Even if you work with them. Knight of Cups. Had the Knight of Cups twice. There's Scorpio coming out again. We already have fire signs. Cancer, Pisces are also possible with the Knight of Cups and the Six of Cups. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, romantic, charming. This is an invitation. It won't be hard for you to follow your heart with this one. It won't be hard for you because I feel like you're already attracted. I feel like you're already attracted. I feel like this masculine knows like they know damn well that you are attracted to them. This person feels like they're the ones they're extending themselves to you. Okay. So for my femmes, you may have a masculine approaching you that wants to be generous, okay, that you're already interested in. What's the Knight of Cups though? Because that could be like going back and forth. This person could be a little bit in limbo. Maybe they have a past issue or a situation. Let's see what the Six of Cups and Knight of Cups is, because that's not very stable. The Ace of Wands is like, yeah, they're attracted to you, they're into you, but it really does look like they're more so focused on themselves. Although they may have money, they could be focused on their money. They could just be feeling themselves. That could be the energy they're giving off, is that they're feeling themselves. Okay, but I guess you'll see. You'll see if this person is really into you or just into themselves. Okay, what they do is what we'll show you. We have the Hangman. New perspective, liberation, absolution, independence. Sacrifice for a higher cause. Oh, okay. So for some of you, this is someone that could be attracted to you, but they're choosing themselves. Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups says that they're reminiscent of you. So you may hear from them or feel them or something like that, but you may not actually, they may not actually reach out. This Six of Pentacles could be them being generous, but more so like maybe generous with their energy or their time or focus or attention. But it feels like they're mostly focused on themselves. I'm going to pull on the Six of Pentacles. The Hangman, yeah, that's like not doing much. That could be the Pisces if you're dealing with a Pisces. They may not be doing much. I mean, not saying that they don't want to with the Knight of Cups, but like they're on the fence with it. And they're more so leaning toward pouring into themselves. Okay. Both of these cards, okay, they're going to be in their feelings. So someone's in their feelings about you, but whether or not they do anything with that, I don't know. Feels like a lot of energy going towards you. That could be projection too. This person could just be feeling you, feeling themselves, maybe having a lot of thoughts about you. What's the Six of Pentacles? Compromise, solutions to a conflict, reconciliation, moving on past resentment. Let me get one more on the Six of Pentacles. That's the Five of Swords in reverse. Feels like this person was fighting coming towards you. They're not fighting. They're like not in resistance to it. For some of you, they're willing to compromise. Like I said, okay, like a lunch date or something small. Maybe they do reach out in some way physically in order to compromise or to kind of heal things. Again, kind of going back to this conversation here, which changes things. Giving a solution to a conflict or something that you've been questioning. Okay, so if this is someone that you've been in a cycle with before, this could be a conversation that helps you to move on from this, or either you could reconcile with them. Let me get one more card on the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Swords in reverse. Weekend vibes. Six of Cups, you have that twice. Definitely water signs are in mood, like in action. We do have a King of Swords in reverse though, too, coming out. So this is someone not being honest. This is someone not being honest and someone who could be angry or deceitful with words in order to try to stop this. This feels like a reunion. Feels like two people coming back together or close together. Yeah, that fire and water energy again. You may have a King of Swords in reverse, an air sign, possibly a Gemini, distorted or trying to distort or cause conflict. So the conversation may not even be with you. The conversation could be with someone else. If this is like a third party situation, there could be a conversation which helps someone to move on from past resentment, to let something go. Okay, and this is why there's harmony or reunion or something like that. I don't know what that has to do with somebody being sexy. This mostly looks like honestly, like family, innocence, playful, carefree, children, joy, comfort, pleasure, familiarity, reconciliation, something going back to the way that it used to be. One more card over here for my cheese mom. The Lovers. I don't know. Love and marriage, love and family. We have the Lovers in the upright. All right. So I don't know. Even if this is a situation, if this is somebody you're getting with, then you're getting with them. Okay. Someone having a conversation with you, possibly. This could also be someone just releasing something and finally ready to move on. They could be focusing in on themselves. And because of that, they could be detaching in a way that helps something else come back together. Okay, yeah. It's just like movement forward. So wherever you were at originally, I feel like you have a connection that's ascending or finally moving forward. Like the lesson has been learned, transition, moving forward, leaving behind, relief, and the completion of a journey or a cycle. Okay, so I'm going to leave these vibes here, and I will see you guys in the next live. Bye.